Hello everyone. Um, I promised everyone that was in my live stream that I would actually do a haul video with all of the books I got from the library book sale. Honestly, I didn't get a lot. We went after DVDs for the camper for when we're out of pocket and don't have any TV access or anything like that. Jeff likes to watch movies. So he picked up, I think about 40 DVDs. Anyways, I showed this book in my live stream, and we had a discussion about the fact that it would be fun to actually do a drawing, and everybody could play along with me. So that's on my agenda. I just don't know exactly when I'm going to get started on it. This is Ralph Macchio's Bug Drawing Book. And by the way, there are three books that I am going to put Amazon links down in the description box below because I kind of think I'm going to do something with them, like we were Mindy was talking about having me draw and people could draw along with me. These three books are still available. This one is the Bug Drawing Book. And this is another one. Ed Emberley I love his books. These two books on Amazon are shaped different. They're still the same book. They've just been reprinted. So the Bug Book and these two Ed Emberley books, there will be description links down below in case you're interested. Don't care. Just wanted you to be able to find them. This one I picked up because faces are always one of those things that hard for me, and I thought, if we're going to do the bugs, this might be fun too. I think this would be a lot of fun to do some drawings with. So I thought I would just figure out how I'm going to do the bugs, and then we'll do faces, or maybe every other week or something. I don't know. Probably I'll work through one book and then the other. I have several books I'd like to work through with y'all. I just don't know exactly how I'm going to do it. Anyways, I picked this one up. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Sometimes kids' books are really helpful in the fact that they don't overthink everything when they're trying to show drawings. So, that's one of the reasons. I had a lot of fun in the kids section the other day. And I don't know, I had a copy of this book when Brandon was small. I don't know where it went to. I don't know if I loaned it to someone or just what happened to it, but I have always loved this book. So the fact that I was able to pick it up at the sale was great. And I think this would be fun to work through too. Even if you didn't use your fingerprints, you could draw a little oval and then add the shapes that this book shows. So I think it will be a lot of fun. Look at this stem of leaves. Isn't that cool? And it's just very simple shapes. So anyways, oh, I love that little bug. Look at that little bug. So I think we'll play with all three of those books eventually. And like I said, there are Amazon links down below, just so you can know where to find them. We're going to have to do a little cleaning up as we go here. This book, I just thought it had some really pretty illustrations in it. It's got some music pages, but the illustrations are really pretty. And I've been wanting to do some Christmas books for a while. I really do, some December dailies. So I picked this up just to add things to that. And of course, bugs are my thing, so you know, I love to get bug books. Look at the end paper in this. The end paper alone was worth picking this book up for. But there are some really nice illustrations in this book. I love these dragonflies. It's probably something I'll cut up. You know, it was one of those things where it had some really nice illustrations. They'll be easy to fussy cut, that kind of thing. So that one would be fun on a page. Now it's got some damage to it. Somebody has scribbled on it, but that's okay. I can cut around that stuff. And like I said, the end papers are just really cool alone. So and I've been wanting to try more watercolor. I really want to do it. I just don't seem to find time. And it's not about finding time. We all have to make time to do those kinds of things. That's the thing. You really have to make time to do the things you want to do. Anyways, I grabbed this one so that I could look through it. There was some other watercolor books that didn't intrigue me at all. And I'm not sure that this one has that much information in it, but when it's the library book sale and it's benefiting the library, it doesn't hurt me to buy a book that I might turn around and donate right back. That's one of those things. Never hurts my feelings to donate a book back if I decide I don't want it. Hummingbirds, and there again, it had some fun illustrations in it. Some of them are a little big. It wasn't the greatest, but it has some good ones in it. I also liked, this is beautiful. I like the size of the type in this, the font, and it would be good to cut words out of. For using on my pages and things. So I like that. This had beautiful illustrations in it. Don't know exactly what I want to use it for, but if you look, this is just... And it had really pretty poems in it, that kind of thing. These quotes are interesting. Isn't that pretty? So I grabbed it. You know, the last thing I needed was another book, but it seems to be that's something I can't look past. Okay, now this next couple are because of the covers. This, I was just, that was so pretty. It was just beautiful color and texture, and it's falling apart. Yep. Okay, look, they have used paper, one of the papers to line that book. And the pages were just gorgeous too, so I grabbed it. There's some really interesting illustrations in it. They're mostly men, but anyways, there was that one. Oh, that was a fun illustration. I thought was gorgeous. So I grabbed that one. And this one, This again was a pretty cover. I guess I didn't realize it was scribbled on in the back, but that's all right. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I liked the coffee stains or stains on it. Look at that end paper. And again, this has got really large type on some absolutely yummy pages. Idle hands and idle feet never filled a storehouse yet, but instead, so I've heard say, into mischief surely get. But the paper was just also so beautiful. I couldn't pass it up. Sometimes that happens to me. And pansies are one of my favorite flowers, so I just scooped this up to cut up, you know, to use the illustrations. Look at that. These would make really pretty journal cards. Of course, there's one of those things where you have to choose which side of the page you use, because that's gorgeous. So I'll probably take this apart and probably start working on trimming them up and stuff like that, because I have got to do that with a bunch of my books. I can't keep all the pages all the time. So aren't these just gorgeous little, and they will all make really pretty journal cards. So I'll have to choose. I'll probably take this part. This cover is really nice too, in the fact that it's a fun size for, it would be a fun size for a journal. Oh, and it's a pretty purple. It needs to be a bigger spine, but the size on it is kind of nice. It would make a nice little journal size. So I grabbed this for a Christmas journal. It's got a really pretty bird on it, and I really grabbed it for the cover, but also I figured it might have some interesting wording in it that I might be able to pull out to use on journal cards and pages and things like that. There are some fun illustrations, not a lot. There's some really nice poetry, things like that. Okay, this one, and I think all of these, I'm not sure. These are music, and there was a lot of music. I didn't realize that this wasn't all music, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. These were pretty much all music, so I grabbed the stack, you know. The other thing is that if after the library book sale, a lot of stuff can end up in the trash can if it's old, especially. So okay, this is another book I grabbed for the cover and the wording. It says, okay, let me see if I can read it. No, it can't. But see this couple dancing on the cover? Isn't that pretty? And I thought that was just really interesting. Our hearts were young and gay. anyways, it was just a storybook that I really liked the cover on. The pages are pretty. And once again, the color on this one was just so pretty. This is 1,000 Beautiful Things. Oh, I actually picked this up because it's got some interesting quotes and things like that in it. It's from 1947. But see, it's let's see, page. Longer than life. Princess, and we shall live away always. Okay. Oh, that must be that looks like a play. This is a poem by William Shakespeare, Under the Greenwood Tree. Who loves to lie with me and turn this merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. And then there are other poetry and other readings, and it just looked interesting. Plus it has beautiful paper in it, and the cover was gorgeous. So yeah, I know, came home with me. I'm about halfway done, guys. I knew this would take a while, so that is one reason why I didn't want to do it on my live stream. This has some little stories in it, but it also has some really interesting little Christmas illustrations. So I thought it was a fun little book. Oh, this is another one I want to play with. Oh, this came off of one of the books, and I'm not sure which one yet. Oh, it may be. Not sure. But it was so cool. I knew I had to do something with it. This is a book of owls, and it was in the young junior section, and there's just some really nice illustrations of owls in it. And I think they would make gorgeous journal cards or some such thing like that. There were lots of illustrations I thought could be fussy cut out as well. And I've thought about this for a while. I have a couple of Frida Kahlo. I'm not sure I said that right. Books, and it would be fun to do a journal, a Frida journal. I'm sure that I probably have enough stuff I could come up with. There might not be a lot in this book that I could use in a journal, but I thought it would be fun. And then there was several books in the kids section that had some interesting artists in them. I really wish there was a Picasso one. I was looking for it, but they didn't have one. So oh, this, I haven't had a chance to look at this, but this, I really haven't looked at these books. There's been so much going on this week. Double appointments with Mom and myself and Jeff, and I haven't even looked. But this looked interesting. And when I'm at one of those sales, I just kind of grab, because there's no place to put anything down to actually look at a book. It's very crowded, and you're constantly being bumped into, and you're trying to carry your books. And anyways, it had some little information about making your own books and different this is a charm bracelet, but what's a signature? They talk about signature edition bound books. Can't find a word to rhyme with purple, make one up. So, anyways, I will have to look at it more closely. I don't know that it's one I'll be keeping. It's one of those things again where if I don't think I'll use it for anything, I will be putting it in the thing to donate back. This is interesting. This is different ways to cut a single sheet to make different different kinds of accordion books. So and that's an envelope book. So it had some interesting things. I like this, the nuts and bolts. It has nuts and bolts to bind their books together. So that was kind of interesting. I just, like I said, I glanced at it and then set it aside. Oh, this is Georgia O'Keeffe. Like I said, there was several artists in the books, and I thought that would be fun to... I've always really enjoyed her work. I have a, what do you call those books? A coffee table book that I've had since I was in high school. It was a gift from a friend. Okay, this is more music, and like I said, I kind of grabbed anything that was really old. Reason being is I know what will happen to it if I don't take it to use it. So anything that had pretty old pages in it, I kind of grabbed. It's not as old as it could be, but what's this one? So, you know, they're not super old or anything super important. They're just pretty music paper. And I didn't need any, but I always like to pick it up. I like to use it for different things, so. Okay, let's hook this book. Oh no, the book pile's gonna fall down. We can't keep going on that pile. Another little Christmas book, again because it had some pretty illustrations in it. I showed this book Sunday on my live stream, and can you, there we go. Like I said, I want to make some Christmas journals, and my thought on this one was to take it and cut the front and the back in half and make the journal this big. I really think this full-length version is a little long. Now, I may change my mind. There are some absolutely gorgeous illustrations in this one. These, what do you call those? Borders are really pretty too. So, I grabbed this. Like I said, I'm seriously considering having Jeff cut them in half. He's done that for me on other things, and then create a spine and do some December dailies in those. And this, I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this, but there's where it is. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? This is what this came off of here. So the cover was just too pretty to walk away from. the book itself is mostly history, I think. But I thought the paper was really pretty too. Anytime you get these borders like this, they make really pretty pieces to rubber stamp on, to make little pieces. Look at some of the paper is just so yummy. Important voting notice. I'm pretty sure this might be old. In order to be qualified to vote in the 1956 elections, you must sign and return the attached card to the office of the supervisor. So, okay, there's one more. Yes, one more. And then we need to get going. This is Treasured Friends, and again, I picked it up because of the illustrations and the quotes in it. You see, that could be fussy cut out and be so pretty. At the same time, so are these. So I will have to sit and try to figure out which... Oh, isn't that precious? Which page makes me happier? I hate that, but that's the way it works sometimes. This kind of book always has beautiful quotes in it, and usually has really pretty illustrations. So didn't hurt my... Oh, there's some more pansies. So these two little girls. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go. I have to figure out where I'm gonna put all these. Don't forget, there are some links in the description box if you're interested in any of those first three. These other books, there may be things online for some of them, something like this. I don't know. I didn't look it up because that's, you know, I really just, the ones I'm going to draw from on live streams is just the ones I pulled links for. Anyways, guys, go have fun. Make some art. Bye-bye.